Ashta Lakshmi, 8 forms of prosperity. So we will go into the each Ashta Lakshmi. There are 8 forms of Ma Lakshmi, Goddess Lakshmi, and we'll go into each one in detail. Before that, let us understand that the fundamental things about the wealth or the Lakshmi, what common understanding is, Lakshmi is representing prosperity, is a goddess or deity of prosperity. So on planet Earth, we incarnate to have 3 major areas we get all our experiences. 3 areas are the health, relationship, and monetary. Okay, this is one of the 3 major things we have to. This area we get experiences. In other words, these 3 areas, all our life goes into experiencing various aspects or various entanglements and complexities of these issues all over our life. And these 3 parts, one of the major part is the monetary, the money, wealth. Okay. If you see our karma, what are our karmic things? Karmic things also, if we have some kind of karmic accounts developed, those karmic accounts are developed in these 3 areas. Either our health-wise, relationship-wise, or money-wise. So karmic karma phal, when we get the results, these are also given in these 3 areas, health or relationship or monetary. So based on our original karma, so karma phal will be whether we get reward or punishment. Rewards are also in these 3 areas, like health, relationship, and monetary. And rewards and punishments are also there into these 3 areas. Rewards and punishment into this. So if we have done some good karma and etc., so we are rewarded with good health, healthy body and mind, then healthy, fulfilling relationship, loving relationships, and then monetary, the abundance, the prosperity, and whether we have some negative karma, we are settled here in this life, then it will affect us health-wise. We'll be suffering some kind of ailment or relationship. There is some complex or non-fulfilling relationship or some clashes or, it drains our energy, basically. The relationships are not fulfilling. And also the monetary, we may suffer the monetary loss, the poverty and all those kind of things. We may go based on our karmic thing. So I have given this background because money is one of the major part, monetary part in this. And particularly on the planet Earth, we come here to learn money lessons. Experience we learn money lessons. Money lessons are one of the major, because Earth plane is the only plane where the money is there. Other planes, there is no money. Like higher dimension, there is no money. Okay. So how they transact then love and gratitude in the higher dimension, but only in this dimension we have a money. We exchange anything for money. That's why Earth plane is there. Whether we have any money lessons to be learned or money-wise rewarded karmically or money-wise punished karmically, we have been placed here. Okay, on this planet. Just giving overall understanding of it. Okay, so now, money is one of the 3 major aspects we've learned. I'm not talking about the spirituality here. I'm saying before the spiritual part, I'm saying the practical part, these 3 areas. Now, in these 3 areas, when we go, so that is why all of us, we are looking for money. There's nothing wrong in that. Means we need to, have kind of monetary. We need to earn money. We have to, spend money for whatever we need to buy them. We have to save them, and we have to, Also, you have to utilize it for our growth and all those kind of things. So the money itself is a very dynamic aspects of our life, and we need to learn the tricks of the trade, or we have to learn that lessons. So in this process, so everybody understood we need money and all those things. Yeah. So, and there is a need for it, and we need to, we have to pay bills, we have to earn for that, we have to educate ourselves, we have to join some business or jobs and all those kind of things. So these all associated with money. Now, the thing is, during the process of, so it is clear that we need money, and money is one of the major factor in our life. So there is no such thing, except that who got highly spiritual or become sannyasi, he doesn't come back onto the realities of life. That I'm not considering them. So they are out of this purview of this. I'm talking about all householders, all normal people. For us, money is one of the major things. And Lakshmi, Goddess Lakshmi, is deity of that. So you can see the importance of Lakshmi. So it's clear we need money, we have to earn money, we have to spend money, we have to progress and things like that with the money. But thing is that everybody wants money. So there is no such thing. So only difference between the normal people and people are with awareness, they know the distinction between need and greed. And also the common people go into poverty consciousness. And the spiritual people, they learned the prosperity consciousness. So there is a difference between these two. The poverty consciousness is coming from that idea that the wealth in this world is limited. So unless until you take money from others and things like that, I will not get rich. That's the fundamental concept. And if I lose money, I'll be in a big trouble. So both ways, that is a poverty consciousness. So I will not get anything if I lose whatever I have, or thing like that. So that is poverty consciousness. And prosperity consciousness, they coming from that concept that source is infinite. The source which gives the sunlight, which gives the air and all those kind of things, it also gives whatever we need to run our lives. And source is infinite. It can keep on giving. It's never ending, which is actually the spiritual truth. But that those people who operate from that, the prosperity consciousness, they go into that. So that's why they don't get mad when they lose something or all. This is a flow. It's going, and again it will come. It's like in one point in a river. So it's no, at this point, whatever is this water, it will flow away from me downstream. I cannot stop it. But more water will come. I need not to put a dam to stop the water in thinking that I may not get anything. That's the poverty consciousness concept. Okay, so if you understood up to this much, so then there are two aspects of this wealth. One is approach your life from poverty consciousness and approach your life from prosperity consciousness. Now, this the poverty consciousness, whoever, the person may be rich, but consciousness is a poverty. They keep grabbing other people's land or property or money. They somehow cheat other people to get it, whatever means they think that they accumulate wealth because they are not satisfied. They think something big may happen and some turbulence may happen. They lose everything and things like that. That scarcity mentality keep on having them to accumulate wealth, hoard the money and things like that. So this particular, whoever is in poverty consciousness kind of thing, they are called Lakshmi Das. Okay. Das means servant. Is a servant of Lakshmi. Means they beg. Whenever you go to for any kind of worshipping and all those things. They beg, please give me this, give me that, give me money. I need money. We keep begging. Okay. So because they think that they want that. That is what they go for and ask for this. So this is the Lakshmi Das. Yeah? And now whoever has been prosperity consciousness, yeah, they don't, this point is very important. Yeah? That's what I'm saying. If you keep asking, you need money. There's no question about it. All of us, we need money. But whoever runs from the poverty consciousness, they keep begging. And fundamental operating principle or inner state is insecurity. They're insecure. So that's why they operate from that. Keep hoarding and operate from that and keep begging. Or keep grabbing whatever source it is. And if anybody comes with equal near, they feel competition, enmity, and things like that. So that's how they operate. Whereas whoever has been prosperity consciousness, they call Lakshmi Ban. Lakshmi Ban means they become like a money magnet. So they don't have to keep begging. They had certain qualities, they increase their desirability. They work on the desirability, so they go into the vibrate at a level which tunes into the prosperity consciousness. It is about the vibration and tuning. When you go to that level, you inner thing, you are accepting the truth or experiencing, realizing the truth that source is infinite, which truly source is infinite. But you are experiencing it, so you don't feel that scarcity and insecurity. That if what will happen if I lose money, this money. They say we are in the flow. If something goes, I will get, more thing coming to my life. Source is infinite. I don't know how, but I just need to keep myself. I have to be at that level so that I am in the flow. So that is the fundamental level. So they become Lakshmi Ban. So first one, the Lakshmi Das, they go into the entitlement and crying and things like that. And Lakshmi Ban, they increase their desirability, so money get attracted towards them. As I said, there's a money magnetism. There are principles of that. If I've understood that much, okay, then which are the aspects somebody need to be to become Lakshmi Ban? So, if you give those aspects which makes you Lakshmi Ban are represented by 8 forms of Lakshmi. There are 8 directions. Okay, north, west, south, east, Ishan, Agni, Narit, and all this. So 8 directions. So if that means all the 8 directions, if you prosperity will come towards you so that you elevate towards upside. And if you disrespect this, you will go downside. Okay. So 8 aspects of those are called Ashta Lakshmi. That is the qualities or attributes you want it to be so that you attract wealth. So let me give another, in the like our scriptural things or deity, Devyo business to understand this. Yeah. Like, so King Indra, okay, he's a Devraj, no? He's a king of the Devtas. He was Lakshmi Das. He wants the money. He accumulates money, beg for money, grab money and all those kind of things. So that is how it operates. And anybody comes by kind of sadhana or anything, anywhere near, he feels a competition, he feels that insecure. There are many munis and rishis and all those things. When they come to that sadhana, come to the level where somehow it comes to the level of King Indra, he thinks his position is in trouble. So all those things, the Indra needs to send some Apsara and Gandharva and all those to destroy their sadhana. So that because they think so insecure, it's a lot of wealth. It's a Devraj Indra. Yeah, lot of wealth, but consciousness-wise, poverty consciousness. He's a Lakshmi Das, he's a begging, and anybody comes in, he feels competition. Yeah, so insecurity is there. Who is Lakshmi Ban? Lakshmi Ban is like Narayan. Okay, Narayan doesn't run behind, all this wealth and all those things. Narayan just be, maintaining the humanity, maintaining that the Srishti, and Lakshmi comes and sits near his feet, become his wife. So this Narayan attitude is Lakshmi Ban, which attracts Lakshmi towards you. I'm just giving that example so that you understand how it plays out. So one is running behind Lakshmi, but Lakshmi almost, sometime comes, sometime doesn't come, or, achala, but doesn't stay. But here, Lakshmi stays. So here I will give one kind of secret for the householders. Okay. If you like to keep, Lakshmi in your home, yeah, you worship Lakshmi Narayan, not only Lakshmi. Don't bring Lakshmi and keep praying, give me this, give me that. Okay. If you give Lakshmi Narayan, if Narayan has been invited to your home, Lakshmi will automatically come. You need not to, pray for Lakshmi to come and do all this kind of things. Okay. So for householders, we need to worship Lakshmi Narayan. That husband-wife thing, that is what it attracts wealth to you truly. Means you become Lakshmi Ban. All right. So now I hope you understand this particular thing. So it is the scripture. This is from the Vedic thing. This is the knowledge has been given. Yeah? So we'll go now. Now let us understand which are the 8 roop or 8 forms of Goddess Lakshmi. It coming from all 8 directions, which makes you to grow and prosper. These are technically not really there are different aspects. So the goddess is the symbol of that. Yeah? But every aspect has its unique characteristics, what we need to imbibe, what we need to learn, what we need to worship so that we can get that kind of quality. So first I will go through each form and then I will write what Puran significance of our Vedic literature, what they say about formation of that, and what is that the goddess references of that. I will first go through that. Then I will come into what is the modern life significance of that. Okay, so those Puran and all those things gone long back. So and then you will understand that how important it is and how to implement it into our lives so that we can invite the grace of Ashta Lakshmi. Okay, we should not beg that we need money. Okay, we have to create an environment, create your deservability so that Lakshmi automatically comes towards you. I hope it is understood. Okay, this part of it. So this is the background. So I will not going to talk about any more Lakshmi Das or poverty consciousness anymore. Now I'm going to the prosperity consciousness, and prosperity consciousness to become Lakshmi Ban, and Lakshmi Ban to have become a Lakshmi Ban, you need to have the 8 characteristics, and those characteristics are represented by Ashta Lakshmi. Okay, with this background, let me start one by one of each Lakshmi and their characteristic. I have already posted that their names, what is the meaning of the name, how how they look like and all those kind of things. We'll go one by one with each one of them. Okay. And of course, it's all word Ashta Lakshmi. It is in Sanskrit. Ashta means 8. Lakshmi is a goddess of wealth and prosperity. So that is clear. So even though the traditional way of understanding Lakshmi is a money, but it is not only money. When we go into the all 8 forms, you will know that money is one part of it, but it is also need like a courage and food and knowledge and the family and the generational aspects and then the victory and all those kind of things. So everything is a sign of the prosperity. So all those aspects is represented by one form. So that will go into that detail. Okay, so I'm not going into the name of the meaning and significant symbolism that I have posted. You can go through. Now I'll go directly into the interpretation, each one of them as per the scriptures. Then I will focus on the modern time, what is our understanding of it. So let me go first at what scripture says about that. So Adi Lakshmi. First one is Adi Lakshmi. Adi means first or primordial. As the name Ashta Lakshmi's earliest form is Adi Lakshmi, represents the eternal source of creation, abundance, and divine knowledge. It is basically this is a form of the spiritual in nature, completely. It is source of all the most primordial form of Lakshmi. So now the story of Adi Lakshmi, what was written in the Purana and all those kind of things. So that's what I'm going to say here. I'm just, read it, but later on I'll come to the explanation part of it in this era, how you take it. So what is the story of Adi Lakshmi? Adi Lakshmi is believed to be the most ancient among the Lakshmi avatars. She is said to have been present during the churning of cosmic ocean, like a Samudra Manthan, where gods and demons sought divine treasures. According to the scriptures, sage Vrigu once pleaded for Adi Lakshmi to awaken from her deep meditation, as the universe had not received her grace for a long time. She is revered as the womb of creation, from whom all existence, god, goddesses, and the elements sparring forth. This is why Adi Lakshmi is not only associated with spiritual awakening and wisdom, but also fertility, motherhood, married woman, offering her red flowers, symbolizing the desires and divine love. And then significance and blessings. She blesses her devotees with spiritual wealth, clarity of life's purpose, and the strength to fulfill their dharma. She helps you understand what is truly valuable in life and provides what is needed to achieve your highest goals. And Adi Lakshmi symbolism, iconography, I have mentioned it into the table is mentioned, but I'll just see how she looks like, how she represents herself into that the deity form, calm face, and often seated on a lotus, holds a lotus flag and gestures of these are gestures of protection and blessings, and symbolizes a timeless wisdom and serenity. So to worshipping Adi Lakshmi is ideal for whom? So it is said that those seeking spiritual direction. Somebody wants to join. Those seeking spiritual direction, fertility blessings, or clarity in life should worship Adi Lakshmi. She is among the most powerful Mahalakshmi names, is also revered by married women and spiritual seekers. Okay, this is about what is about Adi Lakshmi. Now, let me give you that what is the connotation in the present day. Like what I read, just whatever the scripture says and what the recommended as per the religion. I will tell you Adi Lakshmi, and in modern world, Adi Lakshmi actually represents opportunity. Okay, because any kind of wealth creation should come with the opportunity. you must get opportunity to have the wealth. Otherwise, there is no point. So starting point is opportunity. So as he mentioned into the mythological, the all Purana, the scriptures, that she came from Samudra Manthan, and she could have gone to any of the Devatas. Even she can choose to go towards Indra, but she didn't. She chosen Narayan. So now these things we have to understand in this way. Basically, the Lakshmi that chooses to go towards, who is the intelligence, and that is about the capable, and who can deliver the opportunity into the wealth. Okay, so in this aspect, Narayan is the most suited to convert opportunities into wealth. Like, means Narayan have all necessary intelligence and the capacity, and also can deliver the results. So that's what it means in the modern day language. So those are who can convert opportunity into the wealth. So those aspects within us we need to develop by worshipping Adi Lakshmi, or if we develop this kind of capacities, our intelligence and the capacity and the delivery, then we can convert that opportunity into the wealth. And that is where these aspects of our life is governed by Adi Lakshmi. So fundamentally, it is about the opportunity. In the in the Diwali, recently we had celebrated Diwali. In Diwali, it is this Lakshmi is celebrated and worshipped, and this is just to receive her blessing so that we get more opportunity. So that this is the thing. We are basically everything starts with opportunity, right? Also, we need to have a wisdom to see the opportunity. Maybe a lot of opportunities are passing by, we don't see them. So those who are alert and aware, they can find the opportunities. Suppose in a market, market is a dynamic. Every time going up and down, a lot of businesses are starting, a lot of businesses are going down, bankrupt and all. This is a dynamic. All the time it was like that. Only the technology changed, people changed, places got different, and type of nature of business got different, but it is always the same. Those who got successful, who can see some gap in the market, that is the opportunity, and convert that gap into the business, convert them into that. In other words, who can see the need of the humanity, and if they cater the need through any means, through knowledge, through gadgets, through accessories, or through anything, technology, which meets that thing, the gap in the market or the need. So that is the opportunity. Not everybody can see. So when you grow into this awareness, you will be able to see those opportunities. So then that become your potential wealth creating factor starting point. So that is where that opportunities, those who can see more opportunities, they can encash, maybe not 100%, but whatever percentage is, if you have many opportunities, if you can see and try, those things, maybe some percentage of that will click, and you create that wealth. So that is also, this is the part of the first one. So that is about Adi Lakshmi. So this basically it creates that opportunity, so that that decides that where it will flow in future. It starts with that. Now the second one is Dhana Lakshmi. Dhana means wealth or money. Simple. Dhana Lakshmi is the goddess of material prosperity. One of the most worshipped among 8 Lakshmi names, and she represents financial abundance good fortune, and success in worldly life. And mythological story about Dhana Lakshmi, what is the scripture says about Dhana Lakshmi? In Hindu mythology, Dhana Lakshmi is said to be the deity of wealth and prosperity. Her story begins when she became angry with Lord Vishnu for his perspective on money. Upset, she left Vaikuntha, where the Narayan lives in heaven, the Vaikuntha Lok, and descended on earth. Lord Vishnu, recognizing her absence, followed her to earth and lived like a poor man in the forest. Eventually, two meet again, but reconciliation did not occur immediately. As Lord Vishnu was still in poverty, he had borrowed wealth from Kuber, the god of riches, but could not repay the debt. Years passed before Lord Vishnu truly understood the value of money and wealth in the worldly realm. Recognizing this, Dhana Lakshmi forgave him and blessed him with riches once again. From that moment, she became embodiment of prosperity for those who respect and use wealth wisely. Her story teaches that wealth is a sacred when earned through hard work and righteously, and used righteously means not only earning, even spend properly. That is the story. And what is the significance of that? Significance is Dhana Lakshmi, a powerful avatar of Lakshmi, blesses her devotees with wealth, fame, generosity, and fortune. She removes financial obstacles and ensures material abundance. As one of the most well-known Lakshmi avatars, her blessings are sought by business people, entrepreneurs, and householders. And Dhana Lakshmi symbol, about the deity, how she looks, that appearance is radiant, adorned with jewelry and golden garments, and showering gold coins, lotus conch, and chakra, and vehicle is elephant or owl. Her image shows her blessing devotees with gold coins poured from her hand, symbolizing unending prosperity. Must keep flowing that money. And it is ideal for whom? Those seeking financial stability, success in career and business, or wishing to overcome debts and poverty should worship Dhana Lakshmi. She is also one of the most important Lakshmi Mata names in Diwali and Lakshmi Puja traditions. Okay. Now, this is about what is about the mythological and the scriptures part, or religious part of it. Now let us see about the practical reality. How we can use this concept and use these things. See, let us go into our culturally. Like, as I said, all of us, we need money. Culturally, wealth has been handed over. Few ceremonies and things, like one of them is marriage. So, or also there are some auspicious days like Akshaya Tritiya or this kind of things. Days people people buy gold. So in the marriage, they donate gold, and those kind of things, the gold they do. Also, there are some of this gold and the wealth they have offered to the deity. Like suppose Griha Devata, you have house and then you offer the house some wealth or maybe the gold crown or whatever. Yeah. So what is the difference between your normal, earning and whatever you putting into bank or putting into your wallet, and this, whatever the wealth you are purchasing, or maybe you are purchasing some kind of property or the land or something which is devoted for a particular purpose. Some more earlier days, people used to build a temple, into their land. It has been, anybody can worship there. And also there are traditionally some families, they worship some deities into their land, and they have some kind of like temple kind of thing. They have there in the house, maybe ancestral house, they have it. They do the puja every year or something like that. So what is the difference between the normal, whatever you earn or whatever, like you're buying something or with this, but the difference between, let us understand this, whichever you used for that kind of rituals, like you bought some kind of gold in Akshaya Tritiya, or given something in your temple, you offered some of the wealth in your home. You just, I'm not saying charity or donating, I'm saying whatever you are keeping, offered to the god and goddess and keep it in your puja, or you give some kind of property in the name of the god, some part of your property, you say make a temple, and so people can come and worship there. Difference between a normal whatever you buy and things like that, and this one, suppose you are buying a car, and what happens is, if you're financially you're not going well, then first thing you sell of the items of luxury, whatever, like a good, you have one is best car, another was normal car. Best car you sell it because you need money that time, or some kind of property you are selling and buying, and so that you can recover some kind of money. But one thing if you see the culturally, we normally don't sell the one we receive in the marriage. If somebody has, maybe some parents have given the daughter some gold and all, normally they don't sell it, for normal issues. Or if some land has been, some temple has been formed, and they don't sell that land because there is a temple there. They find out other ways. So culturally, we have built in certain things that some of the items we don't sell, we keep it with us because of whatever reason, because of it's a culturally, or because of some god is involved here and all those kind of things. This approach, will make you dhanavan. Like those things will stay with you, because if you go away like any other things, then you never become dhanavan. So to attract that Dhana Lakshmi, you need to you need to respect it. You have to do certain things so that you have to give more value, just like a transactional businesses in your life. Let me put it in this way. Some of the aspects are taken away from our regular transactional thing, culturally or religiously or family tradition, whatever it is. And those aspects, they have been passed on through the generations. Those have been meant to stay with the family. Even though it is said it is for the, bad time and all those things, those are the properties or these things for the bad time, but those are the last thing people touch if something, goes wrong or things like that. They sell luxury items, but they don't touch that, whatever the, gold and all thing already offered to the deities into their all. Or if some land has been given to there is a temple operating and all those things, they don't want to just, demolish it and sell it like that. But they don't do. So these aspects are like this approach is increasing your aspects of the Dhana Lakshmi, what you give more respect, just like a means of transactions. So this is about the Dhana Lakshmi, and it is culturally we are prosperous. As you may be knowing that Currently, in India, the personal gold people are having, and some temples, what they have the golds are much more than I think the topmost, the more richest country in the world. Yeah, I'm taking the whatever the government can hold that to gold bars, etc. is much more than that. Yeah. So these things become it's a built in into the culture so that it doesn't go into the come into that this dhan is culturally protected because of these things, so it doesn't go into the uh, come to the surface, as well as it makes the base fundamentally dhanama. Yeah, which stays with us because of the cultures and things we normally give, and the marriages and all those kind of things. Okay, in Western things, you can say it is like that marriage ring or the diamond ring they give. Normally, they don't sell it, no, because it is given at the time of marriage. Yeah? Same thing, yeah, similar one. So that value is not sellable normally. So it is kept for some higher values, and that makes the owner Dhanava, or that Lakshmi man. Okay, so this is our Dhana Lakshmi aspects of it. Next, let us go to Dhanya Lakshmi, not Dhan, Dhanya. Dhanya means the rice, paddy, that rice grains. Yeah. Dhanya means grains of food. So Dhanya Lakshmi is the provider of nourishment, health, and agricultural wealth. And she is one of the essential Lakshmi avatars who sustains life itself. So we have a physical body, Annamaya Kosh, it needs food, and she is the goddess of food, the Dhanya Lakshmi. And this nourishment and health, and that way it sustained itself. And mythology story of Dhanya Lakshmi is like that. According to belief, when the earth was suffering from famine, Mother Dhanya Lakshmi emerged from the divine realm to bless humanity with grains and fertility of the soil. Farmers prayed for her during droughts, and whatever she walked, crop bloomed. So she walked on the field, and then it converted into fertile land. She restored balance between nature and mankind by teaching the value of natural food, self-reliance, and offering gratitude to the earth. It is also related to the gratefulness of the earth and nature in general, Mother Earth. So we have to harvest. I mean, we have to grow food for sure, but not destroying it in the process. And Dhanya Lakshmi, the significance and blessings that she ensures that her devotees never lack food, health, or shelter. She is also considered the protector of organic living, nourishing body, mind, and soul. And Dhanya Lakshmi symbolism, if you see the deity, it holds sugarcane, bananas, and sheaves of paddy and a lotus. Dressed in green, symbolizing fertility and prosperity, surrounded by grains, fruits, and vegetables. So all these food items, that's what is iconography, how she looks in that deity. For ideal for who can worship the Dhanya Lakshmi, that it is for farmers, homemakers, food producers, and those seeking health and abundance should worship Dhanya Lakshmi. She is one of the vital 8 Lakshmi names that ensure daily sustenance and natural wealth. Means it is fundamental thing is health is wealth. Okay, and she protects that wealth. So when protecting health through food and good pranic food and all this thing, that's what she symbolizes. Okay, now these things. Now let me give the modern day aspects of Dhanya Lakshmi. This is about the Puranic thing. Dhanya Lakshmi is also indicates in the modern day as a caring and sharing. By caring and sharing, you multiply your wealth. So, and this caring and sharing, like sharing, partners. I'm not saying donating. I'm saying like share whatever you have. Like those things will multiply it. Whatever you share, it will return back to you multiple ways. Like suppose somebody likes to feel good in feeding people. They feed people. And when feeding, like they got satisfaction that food is given to someone and they're enjoying the food and that gives them the satisfaction. Those who has that kind of characteristics, their own food was never be in scarcity. Somehow it comes back to them. It multiplies coming back to them. Because they are in the flow, they can, share their food with others and care about others by sharing their own. They don't, hog the food. Like they don't just keep it, no, it's mine. I will not give it to anybody else. That is again goes to the scarcity mentality. So if they share and that multiplies, so they never face that the health related or the food related issues into their lives because they're always in the flow. If they need something somewhere, somehow they get that gets into that. This is about the food. And also this is about the sharing and caring business. Also you have to on the modern era, it also reflects your sense of partnership. Okay, partnership is, I'm not talking life partner or something. Like you share whatever your say profit or share whatever wealth you have in different way, and as a whole you grow. Like it will return back to you. It will repay you heavily. You can create like whatever business you are, you can create as a part of your business model. And this is the fundamentally, that is where the share business came. Or if you just wanted to name the actual example, suppose the Tata Group, okay? Tata Group, what they have done, they have taken up their like a social responsibility as their nobody imposed them. Social responsibility took it on themselves, and they make their employees as the shareholders as well. Means they share their whatever the profit or whatever they share as a part of the shareholder of those companies. So everybody become the partner. Wherever they operate, that area that because of the social responsibilities they develop. So they help them locally, and whoever is working for the company, they also become partners. They give their best so that as a whole, the whole company grows and everybody grows. And if you go towards the level of spiritual level, that also you make like divine as your partner. Or you choose your business such a way that whatever divine wants to do for the humanity, you become part of that business. You become a partner with the divine. So the prosperity will come automatically will come to you because you are the partner of the divine. That whatever divine wants to do for the humanity, you are doing it. And same thing when you offer something to the divine, do it in this spirit. Like if you say no, I will not give anything to that, and so divine doesn't need anything from you. But if you don't offer anything, that means you have a block within you. It will not flow through you. So to open that, you give and more things will come. In this particular prosperity concept is very difficult to understand because it is contradicting. Many people have asked, I'm undergoing, severe, like a crunch, maybe money crunch or something. Then I suggested them, you donate whatever you have. You don't have a zero, you must have something. Out of that, you donate. It does not make any practical sense that you need, suppose, money. How can you give money? Okay, I'm not saying you have, say, lakhs of rupees. Suppose you have 100 rupees. At least 1 rupee you can donate, no, from that 100. But that you should be there. 100 is too less. I have to buy my food, and also if you don't give, it will that return will not come. That channel will not open, and it will not come to you. You will not become in the flow again. Same applicable to, like, suppose you are suffering. Now I'm just little deviating. I'm not talking about the money only. I'm talking anything. Suppose you are you are betrayed in the relationship. I say money, relationship, and health. Yeah, so those three things, major things. Betrayed your relationships in very sour relationship, undergo many turbulence and all those things. What you need to do, I have given this advice, and they got surprised. How can you say that? Because I'm troubled, I'm mentally troubled, I'm broken, heartbroken, this, that. How can I do anything? I told them, you pick up somebody, maybe some, orphan or poor first child or something, and you spend some time, develop a loving relationship with that person, that child, maybe. You spend some of your time in unconditionally giving love to that particular, the child, or maybe some animal or something. For sure that animal or that child cannot return you back, materialistically. Why you need to do that? Because that opens up the channel. Whatever you are suffering from, that means there is a block. It is not coming. Energy is blocked coming to you. To open that block, you have to give the same thing you need. That there was the complex comes. I'm in a need. How can I give? I don't have, I'm not lakhs and crores of rupees. I don't have, I only have few hundred. How can I give? I need it. Yes, you need it. Still, you donate something from there. Okay, it opens that flow. It opens that lock gate, so that it is about your attitude, and that represented by the Dhanya Lakshmi. And it is also said that if you feed some poor, Annadan is the best way. So, and that Annadan also, if you do it that way, and also it gives you into the flow of that, your food will never be, in an issue. You will never feel a crunch in the food. So that is a practical modern day applications of Dhana Lakshmi. Okay, so it is all about the partnership or sharing, caring. That is represented by Dhanya Lakshmi. And of course, actual, materialistically, it represents food, But what I'm saying it is not limited to that food on the plate only, that it has got this kind of things. You can, this Dhanya Lakshmi, it can use, see, if you see the symbolism that she is holding some, fruit paddy, some strings of paddy things, when she is giving that grain, which nourishing others, it is not eating, it's not symbol of that I am eating food and I am become healthy. No, I'm just giving that food and that grains and that fruits, or I'm offering, so that everybody take it, feel nourished, and so everybody can grow together. So that is what that means. All right. So now next one is a Gaja Lakshmi. Gaja means elephant. So Gaja Lakshmi is the goddess of power, royalty, prestige, and often associated with royalty and restoration. And story of Gaja Lakshmi, again the mythological story. Gaja Lakshmi is said to have restored the lost glory of Indra, the king of gods. after it was taken by demons during Samudra Manthan. She emerged from the ocean seated on a lotus, flanked by two white elephants, pouring water over her, symbolizing divine abundance, wealth, and majesty. And what is significance of blessings of Gaja Lakshmi? She blesses devotees with power, respect, reputation, and social status. She worshipped for restoring lost glory and attracting royal grace and influence. And Gaja Lakshmi symbolism, how she looks in the deity, and two white elephants showering on her with water, dressed in red or gold lotus, gold pot, and mudras of blessings. And this is ideal for whom? Worshipping Gaja Lakshmi. Ideal for leaders, professionals, and those seeking name, fame, and honor should worship Gaja Lakshmi. She is also one of the most iconic goddess, Lakshmi, different names in temple worship. So I think Gaja Lakshmi is most likely she is also known as Aishwarya Lakshmi, means royal richness. It's not Dhana Lakshmi. It's much more than that. Yeah. So it is Gaja Lakshmi is a it is also, now let me talk about how it is aspects in our practical life. In modern day era, you can say the Gaja Lakshmi is the royalty, or the pomp, and the what is called express yourself in exotic royalty kind of thing, or you can say that the celebrity kind of appearance. So it is a royal, it is a graceful, it is a huge. Yeah? So in other words, into the actual monetary term, if you see the business terms, you can say that this is something called your show off your business. Or if you go into the very common understanding, it's the marketing. Okay. You have to project, you have to do marketing, you have to give advertisements and shows and this, that, all those kind of things, so that you are basically presenting your product. Of course, you present the best, top in the market, best in the market, all the royalty part of it. It's a great and top of the world kind of thing. That will attract more business for you and things like that. So this aspect of your wealth creation, it has been, this has been taken care by the Gaja Lakshmi. That this Lakshmi she is a goddess of, you can say, the projection and marketing and all those kind of things. Not falsifying, I'm saying true. You're just explaining with a grace and show. And means, in Hindi they call jo dikhta hai wo bikta hai. Okay, if it is known to people, only then they will buy. So everywhere you go and see certain pictures, so whenever you go to buy cold drink or Coca-Cola or Pepsi comes first into the thing, because they too much into our so many places there is advertisement, this, that, some sports is going on, that marketing is there, this is there, everywhere it is. Yeah. So that affects. So that is needed, for to have that is a major part of your earning because of that. So you project it, it's a huge thing and be satisfactory thing. And this Coke or this Pepsi and kind of thing. What is it actually? As a product, if you give the technical specification, nobody will buy it. Okay. What is carbonated water with sugar? That is what it is, and little color. Nobody will buy that. But if you are saying the satisfaction and the grand thing and this is the party thing and part of your, then that sells. Yeah. Anyway, so that part is a Gaja Lakshmi part of it. Next is Santan Lakshmi. Santan means offspring or children. Yeah. Santana Lakshmi is goddess of fertility, children, and family legacy. Now, so what is the story of mythological story of Sanatan Lakshmi? So in the Puran, legend says that when several royal couples could not bear children despite their divine blessings, Sanatana Lakshmi appeared and fulfilled their prayers. He not only blessed them with healthy children, but also with nurturing environment to raise them with wisdom, strength, and devotion. So it just blessed them with healthy environment to raise a child, children. Significance of blessings, she grants the blessings of safe childbirth and protection of children. Her energy also fosters emotional bonding with families. Okay, Sanatana Lakshmi symbolism. If you see the deity, the symbolism holds a child, a sword, shield, and 2 lotuses, accompanied by young children or shown blessing couples. So that is the symbolism. I think this is the only that the deity form of Lakshmi where there is another person is there into that same, like one child she is holding, so or on her lap. So that is only out of 8, only this one is having a child there, or any other person there, but all others are there is no other person there. Okay, so it is for ideal for whom? Couples trying to conceive or parents praying for the well-being of their children should worship Santana Lakshmi. She is one of the revered Lakshmi Mata names in family rituals. Okay, so now this is about what the scripture says. Yeah, and now let me tell again the modern day aspects of Santana Lakshmi. This in modern day, the Santana Lakshmi actually represents generational values. What it is, generation values? What you pass on is your values to your children, not house or money. They will come and go. If there is any, if your child is knowledgeable and wise and all, whatever wealth you are having, your children can grow that and they can enjoy their lives and pass on to the next generation, so on and so forth. But if there is any kusantan, like not the criminal-minded ones or twisted brain types things, they will destroy your wealth. Even maybe 7th generation wealth, they go for gambling and this and that, invest in the wrong things, and they will, in the name of enjoying life, they will, वो पैसा फोकने में 2-3 महीने में नहीं लगेगा. So, what makes the Lakshmi to stay or keep continuing with this? Okay, childbirth, etc., that is one. But what about rest? It's just one event. But that becomes rest of your life, that becomes your children, right? So what you can pass on is called sanskar. No, that's why it is heavily valued. So Santana Lakshmi is basically, she is symbolism of the sanskar. What you can either give or pass on. If your family is a very rich family, traditions, those things, traditional values you pass on. Even your family wealth, if you have it, you pass on. But while passing on the wealth and property or whatever you have, the family business or whatever you have, also make sure you increase their deservability. Don't just give it as a gift. As I said, if they are not, their sanskar is missing, वो तो कुछ महीनों में फूंक देगा पूरा. Okay, it will destroy everything. So what you can give in the right values and sanskar, so that they value that family thing, and those keeps with them, and they pass it on, they enhance them. Okay, and they can multiply them even, and pass it on to the further generation. So that is why they play their role in adding on to the Lakshmi through that the generation. So that's how the generational wealth are created. You see, some families are traditionally very, very rich because over the generations they are having this. They are passing on their wealth as well as sanskar. Okay, so that nobody just come and destroy everything. So those kind of thing, and they sustain. Those families, their sanskar is missing, and they get destroyed because within their family something goes wrong and they got destroyed. So anyway, so this is about in modern day, the Santana Lakshmi is basically symbolism of sanskar, what you give, the values, whatever you give, that will stay. That will keep the wealth. You multiply with the wealth, not about worrying and spending and losing money and losing property and everything out of this. Okay, next is Veera Lakshmi. Okay, Veera Lakshmi is also known as Dhairya Lakshmi, Dhairya, patience. Veer is the valor, that the powerful Veer. So Veera Lakshmi or Dhairya Lakshmi, these form represent bravery, strength, and inner fortitude. The Veera Lakshmi, okay, let me first read the story. Story of Veera Lakshmi, the mythological story is, when gods and sages were under threat from demonic forces, asuras, Veera Lakshmi emerged with weapons in hand, riding a lion. She gave courage to warriors and inspired victory in battle. She is also invoked during the times of personal crisis or when fighting injustice. So that is about the mythological story and significance and blessings. She blesses her devotees with courage, confidence, and resilience to face adversities. She is often seen as a spiritual strength behind righteous battles. Symbolism and iconography, like how she looks, that holds chakra, conch, like sak, shell, and sword, shield, and lotus, dressed in red or golden armor, seated on a lion or standing powerfully. So that is the symbolism. And ideal for whom? Those facing challenges, fear, legal issues, or emotional background can seek the blessings of Veera Lakshmi, a powerful Lakshmi, synonyms of strength. Okay, now the Veera Lakshmi, why it is also known as Dhairya Lakshmi? Why it is the patience is Lakshmi? So thing is, the Veer does not mean you go and fight with anyone. If somebody is really powerful and you go and show your Biratva and you get thrashed, you will be killed. Okay, so there is no point. If it is too powerful, and at the same time, if somebody is too weak and like a useless kind of thing, if you have the alliance with somebody with no power, then that alliance will drag you down. So, if you have to show your, your courage, your things, you need to be patient. You need to be patient, observant, and watch for the right moment and right approach, right strategy rather, not approach. Strategy should be there to hit the enemy. That's how you become Veer. It's not about going and fighting, headlessly to anything. Yeah. Like, say, suppose fighting with an, say, animal. Okay. There is no point you go and stand in front of a tiger and say, okay, come, I will show you. They will kill you. So that's a foolish thing. You cannot, if you have to win over that tiger is a problem, then put some right kind of trap, right time, right place, and then trap the tiger so that you can, hold it and put it under your control, and, so that it doesn't create any more trouble or kill anyone else. So that is a strategy. And for that, you have to have the strategy, means you have to have the patience, you have to, write for that. So, and also you have to choose the right kind of the partners and right kind of weaponry you need and things like that. It is intelligence. And those intelligence, when to approach, how to approach the enemy and all those kind of things, this is your viratva. It just, you assess your own power, assess the power of the enemy, assess the time, assess which are the things which can, like everything, enemy has their own weak points. So find out those first. And then you hit there so that there is a chance of getting win. At the time when the weakest point you hit. And in this respect, you can say the Chanakya Niti. Yeah? Chanakya has given so many things. How to, if the enemy is powerful, then you have to go into that strategy to, get overpowered the enemy. That is your courage. But you should not fumble that, too strong, I should. No. You study and find out the weak points and then you approach. In Mahabharata, Sri Krishna was master at that. He used to find out what is exactly the weak point of the opponent, enemy, and he encourages the Pandava to hit only at that. So he has a full knowledge, full background, and what are those weak points, and hit that weak point. There are many that Yodha, which is more powerful than Pandavas, many of them. Bhishma, Karna, and all those, they are very powerful. Even in the Gada, Duryodhana is more powerful than him. He could not have direct confrontation, he could not have win. Anyway, so those are the kind of things that the Viratva and all doesn't come into, just a brutal force is not Viratva. Viratva is have that understanding of this assessment and the capacity to hold the power and apply it in the appropriate time, in the right moment, so that you win. So, but anyway, win or overpower the adversity. So that is the thing. So you need to, that is approach. That part has been the Veera Lakshmi, and what just now I explained you, which is your patience, your strategy, and all those kind of things. This is the modern day version of the Veera Lakshmi aspect of your prosperity. If you can do that, so I have given example of the actual fight scenario, but it can be any situation. It can be any practical scenario like office politics. If you are under office politics and you go complain against somebody to your boss, and maybe that person will keep the job and you see you will get fired. Okay. It's not a right strategy because the other person may be more powerful, more influential than you. Okay. It is not about establishing the truth into this scenario. You have to make sure that you are not harmed into this scenario. So that you have to find out a strategy how to get your way, but without disturbing. It's in Modern terminology, they call it smooth operator. Okay, you be smooth operator. Don't clash with anyone. You make your way through, and you get your job done. This aspect has been given by the Veera Lakshmi, aspects of your wealth creation. These are all qualities needed to have you that the wealth creation of the Lakshmi, to attract Lakshmi. Okay, now the next is Vijaya Lakshmi. Vijaya means success, so it is just a corollary of whatever earlier I told. Vijaya Lakshmi is a goddess of triumph over obstacles and material or spiritual. It's also Vijaya of your own, like negative tendencies or demonic aspects, or it is also in Western spiritual terminology, they call your shadow self, means the dark part of you, means which is everybody is the positive, negative. So we all have the negative part of it. So those negative parts, to win over them, spiritually. And materialistically, of course, it is the material wealth creation, win over any kind of obstacle on your path to get into the wealthy life. So what is the story, mythological story of Vijaya Lakshmi? It is said that during the time of immense struggle, when even gods lost hope, Vijaya Lakshmi appeared as a radiant force. Her blessings turned tides in their favor, ensuring victory through faith and perseverance. I think they're talking about the goddess and demons fighting. So that time. So then all the devtas, they have, when they are not able to win, then she appeared and through her blessings and things, empowered them, devtas, to win over the demonic forces. Okay, the significance of blessings: she grants success in all ventures, spiritual pursuits, and life goals, whether exams, jobs, legal matters, or inner battles. Her blessings ensure a positive outcome. And symbolism of the deity: holds lotus, shield, sword, often in a posture of victory with divine glow, depicted with 8 arms. Okay, ideal for whom? Ideal for students, means ideal for worshipping by whom? Students, professionals, or anyone striving for success would worship Vijaya Lakshmi. A powerful other names of Mahalakshmi worshipped during Navaratri. Okay, anyway, so that is about the Vijaya Lakshmi. Now, let us, this winning strategy or Vijay of, it is basically a winning strategy of any kind of, not battles, any kind of game or any kind of event you have to win over. So you have to have a winning strategy. So let us understand now I'm talking about the real life significance of what is told. What I read is about the scriptural part of it. But so winning strategy. Okay. Suppose the gambling, the card, teen patti, okay, that kind of thing. So I'm just giving example. I'm not encouraging you to gamble, because what happens is that in the gambling, people throw money on the table or something, and it's disrespecting money. Yeah? That's why the Su Lakshmi will not come to those people having this kind of habit of throwing money, or like on the table, gambling table, of throwing money to the the dance bars and all those. You see the money. This is hugely disrespecting the Lakshmi. So because of disrespect, there are, the 8 sides Lakshmi is coming. No, you are disrespecting. So instead of going up in the prosperity, you go down eventually. Okay, if you disrespect money like that. Anyway, that point is different. Now let us talk, as I have given example of, say, cards, playing cards. So in the playing cards, so in winning strategy has 2 aspects of it. Anything in life. I will come back to the card playing business to understand it better. 2 things are luck and skills. So both are equally important. And winning strategy is you have to assess what you have already and what you need to get more, and then combination of these 2 aspects will give you the winning strategy. How I can give them example of that? Suppose I have come from the family which is not. I have come from the family background which is not very rich. I wanted to start some kind of business and ventures and things like that. And so I didn't inherit a lot of wealth from my family. I came from the maybe humble background, some family. So in that way, I'm not that lucky to start with a huge amount of capital. So in that means to win, winning strategy will be I have to develop my skill such a way that in the business, through my skill, I get more business and create wealth. So that in my strategy will be more skill oriented rather than luck oriented. To keep waiting for somebody will give me money. Nobody will give rest of your life, and your business will never take off. So if you have not lucky enough to inherit a lot of money and all those kind of things, then you put your skills much higher so that eventually you win. That is your winning strategy. Other way around, if you have luck, so, and you do inherit a lot of money, then you may not be developing the skills much, but you need to develop understanding how to protect that, not to lose them. So you need to develop skill to get the thing, but your skill will be to multiply it and holding it. You are lucky, but your skill will be how to protecting it rather than developing your own skill again and again and again. That may not be necessary. You just know how to hold it, how to multiply it, and that's it. So I think some just take it as a joke. Somebody was telling it's some podcast, some news channels and all those things. They were saying how it played out. They taken the 2 people in the Indian politics. So one is Rahul Gandhi and another is Narendra Modi. Okay. Say first person, he has luck, from the dynasty and he belongs, but he doesn't have enough skill to be successful, to become a prime minister. And the second thing has no luck, not inherited anything, but developed such a skill that he become a prime minister. Okay, so that become the winning strategy to become the prime minister. So if you see that way, these 2 characters, you understand how the luck and skills play. Whatever you don't have, you have to develop that so that will become your winning strategy. Okay, so anyway, so now let us come to that example what I was giving, like playing cards, like Tinpatti, playing cards. So suppose you have a very good card, like you got 3 A's, AAA. You have a very good card. You can win anything. So that is your luck part. Suppose you have 3A, but But the moment you get this triple A, you got so happy. Oh my goodness, nobody can, beat me in this table. But what others, they observe you, you're making too happy. That means we have a strong card. So what they will do, other people, they understood that you have a very good card. No point in giving too much into that, too much bet into this. They will say pack. So everybody packed their card and you have 3 years, but you win very nominal. Hmm. Maybe you sit down with the money and hardly you get the table money of, the whoever play Pinpatti, they know. Table money only you got. Even though you have a 3 S's, you have a huge luck. Huh? Just because you show that you are very happy and that make others to understand you have a good card and they packed. And you get only the table money, nothing. 3 S's will not bring a lot of money. Okay. In other case, maybe these people have a moderate card, not very good. But he developed a skill of not to show any emotions whatsoever. So in that way, so people keep playing. So now he's not opening. He has not a very good card, but he just keeping quiet and keep playing. He is not packing. Okay. So he developed a skill of not to showing any emotion. His luck didn't favor. He doesn't have a very good card. But he has developed a skill to give that like a attitude of having a very good card or reasonably good card. So maybe other people having some better card. So they keep playing for some time. But as there is no such response, and you also keep playing, after a certain level, they all say, okay, no point. Maybe he has got a very good card. Maybe triple S. Let us pack now. So by the time after 7 or 8 rounds then pack, then all the money these people will get because he doesn't have a card, but everybody has packed. At the end of the rounds, he gets all the money. Even he doesn't have by card-wise opening, maybe 2 or 3 people who are higher card than him. But because of his skill, he got the money out of the game. And that is his winning strategy. So sometimes luck without skill cannot be a winning strategy. Whether without luck, skill can lead you to the victory. That is the winning strategy. So I'm just giving an example to make you understand how these two things are played. So your winning strategy will be proper assessment and whatever is required in which area. And if you then convert that into your win, that is this aspect of converting any situation into win is your winning strategy. And that is represented by Vijaya Lakshmi. I hope you understand that these aspects of what plays our in our practical lives. Yeah. Now the 8th one is Vidya Lakshmi. Vidya means knowledge, of course. Vidya Lakshmi is a goddess of wisdom, intellect, and learning. Now, the story again, mythological story of Vidya Lakshmi. Vidya Lakshmi is said to have blessed Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, with the divine radiance. When sages sought knowledge beyond rituals, Vidya Lakshmi appeared to teach them higher truths and guide them to enlightenment. So that is about the Vidya Lakshmi is about the Brahma Gyan. It is about the universal knowledge. So that is because that leads to the enlightenment. And in fact, Vidya Lakshmi blessed Saraswati, so that the all worldly knowledge, the books and things like that, she is also then propagated to the humanity. Significance of blessings. She blessed her devotees with academic success, clarity of thought, decision-making power. She supports both intellectual and spiritual knowledge. Intellectual and like information and spiritual knowledge, knowingness, the downloaded of the Brahma Gyan. So She represents both. Symbolism and iconography, she dressed in white, holds a book, lotus, and writing tools like pen, etc. Often seen seated on a lotus with a calm demeanor. Ideal for whom? Students, teachers, scholars, lifelong learners should worship Vidya Lakshmi, a divine Lakshmi Mata, named for success in studies. So that is for ideal for any kind of study you are doing. So she is that. Ultimately, she is the goddess of wisdom, intellect, and learning. Okay, so what about in modern day situations where we can invoke Vidya Lakshmi? Okay. Vidya Lakshmi is also known as Buddhi Lakshmi, like our intellect. So, Vidya Lakshmi and particularly Su Lakshmi, like a good Subuddhi, for that she represents, not Kubuddhi, not criminal mindedness. Yeah. So, ultimately, this particular aspect, you need to go deep into this knowledge. It's all about going deeper knowledge. It's not shallow thing. It is not showing the knowledge. The wisdom means you have it in you, and you are very deep, profound. That kind of thing. It is said that to get a pearl, you have to dive deep. It's not available. Pearl is not available. I'm not talking cultured pearl, the natural pearl. Earlier days that Gotakhor and they have to develop the technology to dive deep and go to the level. Though whoever can dive deeper, they get more pearls and the oysters and those pearls they can collect and come back and all those things. So the deeper dive into that kind of depth, that is actually the sea physical world, but similar one is go into the deeper knowledge to get that pearls of wisdom. So that is what the terminology, the pearls of wisdom came. So with the depth of the knowledge, that wisdom flourishes. And that Vidya Lakshmi represent that kind of intellect, the wisdom of that. And whoever has it, in Sanskrit or in Hindi, or it is almost in every Indian language, we have for the ladies, it's called Srimati, right? And in the gents, they call Sriman, right? So we address maybe some marriage invitation, they say Srimati, so and Sriman, so and so getting married and all. This is a cultural thing. Culturally, we inherited these salutations. You know what Srimati mean? The word in the Sanskrit, it means, Srimati means, Mati means the mind, the intellect. Yeah? Srimati means whose intellect is like Lakshmi, Shri. Shri is like the Lakshmi, the wealth. She represents Shri. Yeah? So Srimati means the woman whose intellect is like Goddess Laxmi, Srimati. And Shriman, Shri, of course, Goddess Lakshmi. Shriman, man means who give man maryada, like who can respect that, like the Goddess Lakshmi, the Goddess of wisdom Lakshmi, those are called Shriman. So Srimati and Shriman, basically, they came from the Vidya Lakshmi aspects into our modern day life. So whoever has got that wisdom and intellect to have that, the Shri, It is the beingness who have that, they attract wealth. They get that money magnetism part of it. And who respects that, the man who respects that, this aspect of Shri, the money also comes to him. Then money magnetism comes to him. So that way, that wisdom and intellect is attracting the wealth. And that's what the Vidya Lakshmi, she represents. Okay, with this, we'll conclude our, this session. So now, if you have any question, you can ask me. Meanwhile, let me save the attendance. One minute, let me save this and I'll be... Okay, I see one hand, Shreshi. Okay, Shreshi, go ahead.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you for this session, first of all, because it was a very beautiful session, and the way you explained the Vedic part as well as the practical applications, it was really like very, very beautiful. And also for me, usually when it comes to Lakshmi, I always like my mind always I always think that it is related to money or maybe rice or the gold aspect, but you have like shared so many other aspects which are associated with Mahalakshmi, uh, which is very uh, informative and new for me. So I want my question is, if in any of these areas, suppose I want to like, I feel that I lack, so is it like I need to worship that aspect of Mahalakshmi to be more this one, to get more blessed in that aspect? And if so, what would be the worship then?
Okay. So, see, actually, there are each Lakshmi, there is a mantra, very simple mantra. Om, then name of the Lakshmi, Namah. Okay, that means that you can have that like a form or picture, and in front, I mean, you just chant the mantra and you show that the lamp and thing like that and meditate. So, as simple as that. So you select whichever it attracts you more, and then sorry, then accordingly you do that. So let me tell this mantra part of it. Like for example, those which are those mantra. 1 minute. Okay, so Adi Lakshmi mantra is Om Adai Namah. Okay, that's all. You have to repeat this mantra. Dhana Lakshmi, Om Dhana Lakshmi Namah. That is the Dhana Lakshmi mantra. So Om and Nama, in between the name of that Lakshmi. That's all. Simple mantra. Dhana Lakshmi, Om Dhana Lakshmi Namah. Gaja Lakshmi mantra is Om Gaja Lakshmi Namah. And then, okay, by the way, which purpose it is, I have given a table. So you find out which purpose it serves, like a significance. So that area, if you need, then you have to the chant in that. Santana Lakshmi, Om Santana Lakshmi Namah. Veera Lakshmi, Om Veera Lakshmi Namah. Vijaya Lakshmi, Om Vijaya Lakshmi Namah. And Vidya Lakshmi, Om Vidya Lakshmi Namah. Simple. Okay, just name of the Lakshmi in between Om and Nama in the before and after this Lakshmi. So these are the Ashta Lakshmi mantra. Okay, then there's separate each one. Whichever you choose to do, you can do that. Okay.
Okay, and like any particular number of times, like 11, 21, something like that.
That's up to you. Means if you have too much time, etc., go up to this 108. So
Okay.
because it's a short mantra, it will not take more than 10 minutes, I believe. Hmm. So, but otherwise, any number of time, like 7, 11, 21, it's up to you. No issues. Okay. But
Okay.
only thing is you are concentrating, you are praying, and for that to invite that energy of that Lakshmi into your life. That's what the prayer would be. Hmm.
Okay. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much.
Bless you. Taposh, Taposh, go ahead. Taposh, I cannot hear you, neither I can see you. Okay, maybe some technical issues. I'll come back to you, Taposh. Go ahead, Hariom.
Guruji Pranam.
Pranam. Pranam.
Praying to Mahavatar Babaji, and we feel that he is all encompassing, then do we need to separately pray to Mata for a particular boon? Or praying to Mahavatar Babaji is sufficient?
See, it's up to you. Okay. For me, I don't need anything else. Everything is Babaji. Okay. So, but for you, you can choose like a particular. See, it's nothing wrong in praying any deity or do some puja and all those things. Yeah? So, if you see there is any need to do that, that you have to do it, not necessarily. But if you feel to do it, go ahead. Okay. That always give you the strength and power and the things for you. So that is absolutely fine. Now, as you are discussing it, let me put it. For me, the Lakshmi or Ashta Lakshmi is Mataji. Particularly the one where Mataji is wearing red sari with the golden tulsi leaf, sitting in, that some snake is there and thing like that. That one picture.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I pray to Mataji that she is my Lakshmi and, whatever wealth and thing like that. The red sari and the tulsi leaf golden is a motive, is a representation of Lakshmi. Hmm. So it's for me, but that doesn't mean that if we cannot do the puja of Lakshmi or even Ashta Lakshmi, that's fine. There is no issues with that. But I have just given, so it is about worshipping, but the aspects what I explained, in each, like, those are your strategy you have to implement into your life to be capable of attracting the Lakshmi. Like to become Lakshmi Ban, you have to develop those qualities. Only praying will not get there. Okay, don't leave everything to that. Some people were complaining, I'm praying to Babaji, nothing is happening to a business or something and all those things. What do you think? Babaji will go and, go to the companies and give the quotation and get the tender and fill up the tender and get it and put the money in your bank. So you have to take that action. Otherwise, it will not happen. Blessings are there, you are protected, but that does not mean that you leave everything to Babaji. So anyway, but those aspects we have to put that into our lives, and rest of the thing leave it to the divine. Like my teaching is do your best, and rest you leave it to divine or Babaji. But you have to do your best now. This knowledge is coming to you, that is, there is some reason for it. Maybe someone is needed it to implement. Maybe they are not consciously, they are not aware, but those needed to implement into their life, then that will be the like breaking that thing, which is removal of the block, and then prosperity will come like that.
Guruji, like for each specific purpose, we have a mantra for that deity.
Yeah.
Now, can we state like this? Om Ashta Lakshmi Nama means all eight
No, no,
of them can be
no,
in
no.
one.
Ashta Lakshmi mantra is different. That is a different mantra is there. When all 8 Lakshmis are there. Hmm.
Okay,
I'll find it out and I'll post it. It is only for the individual Lakshmi, but not taking all the, that Ashta Lakshmi mantra is there. It will be similar, but not, like that. When there is Ashta Lakshmi mantra is there. There
because
are
for
Ashtalakshmi
example,
temples are there, Ashtalakshmi mantras are there, where you wanted to worship all of them together. That is also possible. But different mantra, not individual one. Hmm.
right, bro, because
I, I,
one would like to have everything in us, material things in us, that can solve the
yeah, there is something
aspect.
called Ashtalakshmi mantra. Okay. Where all of them you are worshipping, you are not. See, those are needed for individual aspects. Suppose I'm saying, just giving some rough analogy. Uh, Suppose you have some leg pain. Okay, so you have to take medicine or something about the leg pain. Okay, you have to treat that specifically. Suppose you don't have any ailment, you just need some overall good health. So you just have a healthy diet and things like that, exercise. Okay, you don't need to go for specific leg pain. Hmm. So that's why the Ashtalakshmi different aspects. If you have any issue with that aspect, you do that specifically. Hmm. But suppose you don't have any such thing, you go for Ashtalakshmi and pray and you worship all of them. It's okay. That's fine.
Right,
Even mantra is not needed. You just pray and that should in your language. That's good enough. Okay.
right.
But there is something. I believe there is something called Ashtalakshmi mantra. I'll find it out and I'll send it to you. Or group.
Thank you
Okay.
so much, Guruji.
God
Wonderful
bless
session.
him.
Great understanding.
Okay.
Razita,
Yes.
can you hear me
Yes,
now?
I can hear you now. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, okay. Now, just a small humor. You were saying about Tinpati people. So nowadays
Hmm.
they have shift. They have shift. They are no longer throwing money. They are
Okay.
shifted to Paytm.
Pity. Okay. I see. So, yeah. So maybe this is little honorable,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm not saying the transaction. I'm saying
yeah.
the attitude of throwing money or something.
Correct, correct. So they're
Attitude
focusing yeah.
disrespecting money. Oh.
Correct. So that is the
Uh,
reason they're focusing on the Paytm with their camera. So no throwing money.
yeah. So they use the technology so that the disrespect can be controlled. Yeah.
Right.
Good.
Now, a second question is that Vidya Lakshmi, we know goddess of knowledge is goddess Saraswati. So,
Yes.
so is there any contradiction here? No.
No, not contradiction. Saraswati is a worldly knowledge. Okay.
Okay.
And Vidya Lakshmi is basically spiritual knowledge, like wisdom.
Okay.
Okay, so that is it is a part of it, as it is mentioned in the mythological thing that Vidya Lakshmi has blessed Saraswati to go and to
Okay.
part thing like that. So it is basically those knowledges are universal knowledge, the Brahma Gyan. Okay, Saraswati is your information. Yeah? You have to read and study and all in your world, what we need in the practical life. Okay, but this is more about your spiritual knowledge or Brahma Gyan, seeking the truth and things like that.
Okay, bit of a subset. You can say bit of a
Yes,
subset.
yeah, a subset, but this is external knowledge, that is the inner knowledge.
Okay. Now, one question totally outside what you taught us today is something again. Maybe you have told a lot of times before also about the soul and this thing, mind, body, intellect. That question. Now, soul remains constant, no change, but it is taking different mind, body, intellect in different life. Correct.
Yes.
Now, karma is linked mind, body, intellect. Correct. Okay. Now, mind, body, intellect of this life, why should it take onus of the mind body intellect of the previous life, because both the mind body intellect has no link with each other. They don't know each other. The common point is only the soul. But
Yeah.
why they will take the today's mind body intellect will take the responsibility of the previous one?
Yeah. Because what happens is that it's a good question, by the way. Yeah. At soul level, there is no karma. Okay.
Right.
If it is bound, if it is created in the body level, like three-dimensional level, it has to be repaid in three-dimensional level. So if it is already paid, there is no question the soul will carry it.
Mhm.
Something in this life, you settle it, matter ends. Yeah.
Mhm.
But those are the things which cannot be settled in this life. So soul becomes just a custodian. It is not affected by it.
Okay.
It only decides, it only helps you to take birth to settle those things which is unfinished. Because as we mentioned, law of karma, originally actually it came from the balancing of the energy principle. Like
Mhm.
disbalanced energy cannot stay in the universe.
Mhm.
It has to be balanced. It should to go equal and opposite direction, like I give example of pendulum, etc.
Mhm. Mhm.
If it is settled in this life itself, then there is no question that soul will be involved into that.
Correct.
But if not, that unfinished energy will stay somewhere, temporarily.
Correct. Correct.
That is the role soul plays in. So that in the next incarnation, it downloads the picture.
So,
Because of it is an energy principle, it cannot disappear like that, even though life ends.
correct. So there is a full chance that the a mind body of this life maybe maybe change body
Correct.
intellect, just because soul has overtaken, or soul has taken the ownership of unfinished work or misdeed. So the mind body intellect of this life is carry forwarding that and suffering, maybe suffering because of the negative deeds.
Yeah.
So it is taking the responsibility, or doing or neutralizing the karma, even though it is not responsible for it.
Okay. I'm giving you another, variety to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even our physical body,
Yeah.
it is every 7 years, all 100% body cell are changed.
Okay.
2 years, 95%, I think, within 2 years, and bone and a few other things are 7 years. Okay. That means in same body, in your name, this life, 7 years back, whatever you have done, present body is not the same body. Technically,
Yeah.
medically. But still it has to face the consequences. Okay. Means jokingly saying, if you more than 7 years of your marriage, the person married to your wife, and currently you are not the same, same person. Somebody else married. Okay.
Okay.
Technically.
Yeah.
But you have to face the consequence.
Yeah. That is the
So
rule of the world.
basically, it is
there no
it is not an excuse that I'm just giving you the the understanding. Present life, he doesn't know. It doesn't matter whether he knows or not. Okay, it has to be done. A physical body, mind, intellect means ego. That ego has done. Ego has to repay.
Okay.
For that you have to take birth and repay that. You cannot just disappear because that one life ended. That is your problem. Your life ended. You have to come back and repay. Like.
Okay. Thank you,
Right. Okay, Nego, go ahead. Nego?
Yeah, Razi.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, there is one mantra which my wife chants during after this her birth in front of the goddess Lakshmi. That is Om Him Hrim Shrim Krim Shrim Kuberaya Ashta Lakshmi
Yeah.
Mamo Gruve Dhanam Puraya Namaha.
Yeah. It is Kuber mantra. Kuber
Yes,
Mahalakshmi mantra.
yes,
Ashta
Kuber
Lakshmi mantra.
Mahalakshmi.
Yes,
Yes,
correct.
yes, yes,
That is Kuber mantra.
yes, yes, yes.
And there is another one, I think, Ashta Lakshmi.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. So that is for the Kuber mantra, where Ashta Lakshmi is also invited into that Kuber thing.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. God bless you. Yes, Aditi.
First, let me express my heartfelt gratitude for the wonderful session today.
All
And,
Babaji.
and one more thing, I would like to know the picture you have posted today. There, I'm not seeing the image of Vidya Lakshmi.
Is it? Okay. I'll check and I'll let you know. Mm. Vidya Lakshmi image is not there. Let me check. Because in the bottom it is written, no, it's little in English, white color.
Yeah, it is written white color and with the Bina in hand, like Ma Saraswati. What I understood. Book white saris Bina.
Maybe in this picture it is not in white sari. That is possible, but there should be. Let me check a little bit. Okay. Just give me a minute. Let me see which are let. I'm just opening in my this thing. First one left is Adi Lakshmi. Then above that Vijaya Lakshmi. Then Veera Lakshmi. Top one is a Gaja Lakshmi. Then Santana Lakshmi, Dhanya Lakshmi. Then
Aishwarya Lakshmi.
Aishwarya Lakshmi.
I think that is Dhana Lakshmi.
Yeah. So that is Dhana Lakshmi and Dhanya and Santan Gaja Lakshmi, Vijay, Aishwarya. So that means in the middle one, I think Vidya Lakshmi. So that is the only one missing here.
Bigger one.
Yeah. But all others are here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to take that because there is, I think, conch and all those things are there as well. The picture, maybe the artist might have been, done that. I'll find some other picture as well. Okay, but the symptoms, whatever is given there, that is the which is that form, whatever I explained. No? Those are the actual the characteristics. You see the table I have given there. Those are the characteristics.
Yeah, I have seen.
Follow the table. If the picture, maybe the artist, the different type of thing, and they make it. But that is what it is. The symbolism will be whichever Lakshmi having those symbols, characteristics, as the Vidya Lakshmi.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay. God bless you. All right. So if there is no further question, so we'll conclude our session with Shanti Path. Oh. Sarvesham swastirbhavatu. Sarvesham shantirbhavatu. सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनो सर्वे सन्तामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति